NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the Las Vegas Raiders. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. On first down, Carr eluding the pressure right. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Jones. Yeah, he'll find Hall. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff. Stevenson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This is Smith with a grab. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Todd Gurley. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, it's Cole, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers. There's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He finds his man complete. It's Hall. And he will have a Patriots first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. Now Gurley, handoff left. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 22, Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
There's Henry to make a nice catch. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Play action. Now it's Carr. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Jones throwing complete for Harris. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's Stevenson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And now the rookie's free. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. 64 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Throwing on second down, Jones. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Jones on third down. Pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. He'll buy some time right, and his throw is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second down, it's Harris. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Jones from the gun on third down. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr rolling to his left. And it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side with Harris. Room here to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. First down, and they go back to Harris. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Back to Stevenson on 1st down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a play fake. Carr. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Carr completes it. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Flush to his right. It's complete to Drake. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Matt Judon there to bring him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Carr. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And they're able to corral them right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. They'll run. It's Drake. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run again with Harris. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. Room to run past midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.